Oh, wow, I never saw that coming. But we should have the look on his face from last week. Hope you enjoyed that's what hunting. This is Sellavin gave my latest review of Bleach Chapter 16 to 616. Hengami-sama. Like, I never thought this coming, but we should have from the look on Ukitake's face. First of all, you got Juhabak mouthing off, still mouthing off that no hope to bring back the Soul King. Like, what the hell? Oh, we get it. Ichigo made a mistake, and hey, you manipulated him. Big whoop. People have made worse. People have made other mistakes. Of course, their mistake didn't involve the world ending. So I'm just gonna. Apparently, we get to learn some history about about Captain Ukitake. Apparently, when he was a child, he was sick and had some kind of lung disease. To the point where he was supposed to die. Even the doctors abandoned him. And he lived in the 28th district of the East Rukon district. So basically, it was hard. He was abandoned by his doctors. They couldn't help him. For his parents. So apparently, they took him to a shrine. What shrine is that? This shrine held the Shigami-sama, a god that was literally the right hand of the Soul King. I'm like, wow. I'm like, really? The Soul King's right hand? He's been the Soul King's right hand from the beginning? I'm like, what the? I knew there was something weird about. We knew there was something very odd about him. We never got to learn his origin or his story of how he became a captain. We all know that he was sickly, but we never learned how he got sickly. And now this is the perfect explanation, but it seemed kind of casual because it seems like Kubo's like adding. It looks like Kubo was actually adding, I know it's kind of half based, but it kind of makes sense, and because he was like a small god, like a portion of the Soul King. That means he has his own power. We all saw the Soul King's body. His arms and legs were attached. He was just a torso and a head. Just the lower half of the body without any limbs, like just his torso and his head. That means that the Soul King must have scattered his other Pokemon throughout the Soul Society, maybe even Waco Mundo, even the human world. We have no idea. He's saying that when his parents took him to the shrine and prayed, and he took his lungs and became a part of him, and for his lifetime. Because of that, he gained strength, gained some strength, but still suffered from some of the disease. He wasn't completely cured, but he did lose his lungs and his ability to die to disease. As a result, his hair turned white, and because of that, he should have died at 3 years old. It's a side effect of the transference. And so basically, this portion of the Soul King, this godlike being, saved his life. And now, only in exchange for the person to give up everything and anything they want. He gave up his lungs, and the right hand of the Soul King became a part of him. It was very interesting, at least. Now he's willing to sacrifice himself again to restore the Soul King. Is it possible that, and now since he's not the right hand of the Soul King, he's gonna combine his power with the remit and bring him back to existence? I can't believe this. This is incredible. Juhabak, even though he bragged about how he was going to destroy the Soul King, how he's going to defeat the Soul Society, how he was going to destroy everything, there's still some glimmer of hope. But I never saw this coming. And Kubo, he's just coming out with more creative ways to improve the manga. We also need to know when the heck the anime is going to start on this. For the love of God, please, Kubo, give us an anime. Like, I never doubted Ukitake as a character. I just never expected this. So, being the right hand of Soul King, the right hand of a god, that means this guy could have done anything and anything. But this explains why he didn't take up the offer as Captain Commander. Instead, then they went to Kyoraku. So he like Ukitake himself was a disciple of Genryusa Yamamoto, the captain commander who died. But he has two eyes, while Kyoraku has who has one. But he's not willing to let that hold him back. And then the end of this chapter ended on a high note. For example, Ukitake is going to die and restore the Soul King. And in Kyoraku, he's talking to Aizen. I'm like, we're gonna see Sosuke Aizen back again? There's no way in hell he could let him out of that cage. Sosuke spent a portion of his life at becoming a master manipulator and accumulating knowledge to how to crush the Soul Society. So that means he knows a bunch of knowledge that some people does not know. And he probably, when he infiltrated Central 46, he probably stole some knowledge and destroyed it to make sure it only becomes his and his alone. If that is possible, does that mean that it's also possible for him to know about Juha Bach and how to annihilate the king of all Quincy's? What do you think? If we see Sosuke Aizen back again, and he has his Kyokasu Igetsu, who once again, you definitely know it's going to be a battle for the ages. But hopefully Kubo, he'll do the right thing. Hope you enjoy the next one. Sunlight gave a new on Bleach Chapter 618. Higigami-sama. That's just OD.